Ever wondered why Port Maria, the capital of St. Mary, Jamaica, never gets a hurricane? Because it can't afford one. But jokes aside, this town has a rich history that we're about to delve into. Picture this: Spanish settlers, looking for a new home, stumbled upon this slice of paradise and thought, this is it. They named it Port Maria, a name that has stood the test of time, much like the town itself. The Spanish influence on Port Maria's development is undeniable. From the architecture to the culture, you can see their fingerprints all over the town. And let's not forget, they were the original banana exporters, setting Port Maria on its path to becoming an economic hub. So that's how our beloved Port Maria got its start, all thanks to our Spanish friends. But hold on tight, because there's much more to this story. From Spanish settlement to Jamaican gem, Port Maria's transformation is as spicy as our famous jerk chicken. Let's take a journey back in time to when the Spanish first laid the cornerstones of what would become the capital town of St. Mary Parish. Picture a time when Spanish galleons sailed into the bay and settlers began to carve out a life on this tropical island. The architecture of the time reflected the settlers' homeland, with buildings echoing the styles seen in Spain. But as years turned to centuries, a shift began. The Spanish influence gradually started to give way to a distinctly Jamaican flair. The Georgian courthouse, built in 1820, is a testament to this transformation. This magnificent structure, where Jamaica's first Prime Minister Alexander Bustamante was acquitted in a notable manslaughter trial, stands as a symbol of the changing times. The architecture, though rooted in European traditions, began to incorporate Jamaican elements, creating a unique blend that is evident across Port Maria. But it wasn't just the architecture that evolved. The culture underwent a metamorphosis as well. The Spanish influence remained, but it was fused with the vibrant spirit of the Jamaican people. Music, food, and art began to reflect this unique blend, creating a cultural tapestry that is as vibrant and diverse as the town itself. The economy too saw a shift. What began as a settlement reliant on the Spanish crown evolved into a self-sustaining economic hub. Today, Port Maria is known for exporting bananas and serving as a center for various local goods. This economic transformation was fueled by the town's people, who harnessed the resources around them to build a thriving local economy. So the Spanish laid the foundation, but it was the Jamaican spirit that truly shaped Port Maria into the town we know today. From its humble beginnings to its current status as a vibrant Jamaican town, Port Maria's transformation is a story of resilience, adaptation, and the power of cultural fusion. It's a tale as rich and flavorful as a bowl of jerk chicken, and every bit as satisfying. Now, let's take a virtual stroll through Port Maria's most notable landmarks. And no, we're not talking about the jerk chicken stands. Our first stop on this journey takes us to the imposing Fort Haldane. Named after the British General George Haldane, this fortification was erected in the year 1759. It served as a protective barrier against French invasions, a testament to the strategic military importance of Port Maria. Today, Fort Haldane stands as a symbol of resilience, its cannons still pointed seaward, a silent guardian overlooking the town. Next, we turn our gaze to the serene St. Mary's Parish Church. This sacred edifice, with its distinctive Georgian architecture, has been a spiritual sanctuary for the people of Port Maria since the early 19th century. The church has weathered many a storm, both literal and metaphorical, its sturdy walls echoing the prayers and hopes of generations of parishioners. Lastly, we arrive at the St. Mary Courthouse, a significant landmark with a gripping tale. This Georgian structure, built in the year 1820, was the setting for a historic moment in Jamaican history. It was here that Jamaica's first Prime Minister, Alexander Bustamante, was acquitted in a manslaughter trial in the year 1947. The courthouse, much like the town itself, is a blend of past and present, its history intertwined with the nation's. These landmarks are more than just brick and mortar. They are living, breathing parts of Port Maria's identity. They are reminders of the town's Spanish origins, its British colonial past, and its journey towards independence. They bear witness to the resilience and spirit of the people who call this town home. These landmarks stand as silent witnesses to Port Maria's colorful past, each with a story to tell. Port Maria isn't just about beautiful landmarks, it's also the birthplace of some pretty remarkable people. Let's dive into the stories that make this town shine even brighter. Take, for instance, the stunning Georgiana Robertson. Born and raised in Port Maria, she took the fashion world by storm, walking the runway for some of the biggest names in the industry. From the humble streets of Port Maria to the glamorous catwalks of Paris, Milan, and New York, Georgiana is truly a testament to the fact that talent can thrive anywhere, even in the smallest corners of the world. But the fame of Port Maria doesn't stop at the fashion industry. This area is also the birthplace of one of Jamaica's most influential political figures, Alexander Bustamante. As Jamaica's first prime minister, Bustamante was instrumental in leading the country towards independence in the mid-20th century. His journey started right here, in the Georgian courthouse of Port Maria, where he was famously acquitted in a manslaughter trial in the late 40s. His story is a powerful reminder of the town's role in the broader narrative of Jamaican history. These two personalities, among others, have left indelible marks on their respective fields, making Port Maria more than just a quaint town on the Jamaican map. They have taken the name of their birthplace far and wide, putting Port Maria on the global stage. So, Port Maria isn't just a town of scenic beauty and historical landmarks. It's a town that has given the world a supermodel who has strutted down international runways and a prime minister who has left an everlasting impact on an entire nation. These famous personalities have not only contributed significantly to their respective fields, but they've also brought recognition and honor to their hometown. So next time someone asks you about Port Maria, don't forget to mention its famous residents. From Spanish settlement to modern-day marvel, Port Maria has truly come a long way. As we delve into the present-day panorama of this vibrant town, we find a bustling economic hub, a lively cultural scene, and a governance that's as strong and resilient as its people. The pulse of Port Maria's economy beats to the rhythm of its banana exports. These golden treasures, ripened under the Caribbean sun, journey from the lush plantations of Port Maria to plates around the world. But bananas aren't the town's only claim to economic fame. Port Maria serves as a vital economic center for its surrounding localities, a marketplace of diverse goods that range from the earth's bounty to the ingenious creations of its inhabitants. But what's a town without its people and their culture, right? Port Maria thrives on its rich cultural life, a tapestry woven with threads of history, tradition, and modernity. Festivals, music, and art all find a home in the heart of this town, making it a vibrant kaleidoscope of experiences that resonate with the rhythm of Jamaica. And steering this town on its forward journey is the dynamic leadership of Mayor Levon Ainsworth Freeman. His governance, rooted in the town's resilience and the collective aspirations of its people, continues to drive Port Maria towards a future as bright as the Caribbean sun. So what's the essence of modern-day Port Maria? It's a thriving town pulsating with economic vitality, cultural richness, and a governance that's as tenacious as the spirit of its people. It's a town that's not just surviving, but thriving, despite the odds. Today, Port Maria continues to thrive, a testament to its resilient spirit and rich history. So, there you have it, the story of Port Maria, a town as vibrant and colorful as a Jamaican sunset. We started our journey with Spanish settlers laying the first bricks of this remarkable town. We then charted its transformation from a humble settlement to an economic hub, exporting bananas and supporting the livelihoods of surrounding localities. We explored landmarks that stand as testament to its rich history, from the imposing Fort Haldane to the Georgian beauty of the St. Mary Courthouse, where Jamaica's first Prime Minister, Alexander Bustamante, was acquitted in a memorable manslaughter trial. We celebrated its famous residents, including the stunning model, Georgiana Robertson. And finally, we brought you to the present day, where Port Maria continues to thrive under the leadership of Mayor Levon Ainsworth Freeman. Next time you're in Jamaica, don't just stop by for the jerk chicken. Make sure to visit Port Maria, a town that truly embodies the Jamaican spirit. Until next time, walk good. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting videos.